Good evening, everyone. My name is Tisha Spencer, and I am so excited that you guys decided to come here today to learn about this business opportunity, as well as to learn about myself, my journey, and everything else behind it. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and just give you a little bit of a background about myself and how I got started in this business, my motivation, and anything else that comes up. And feel free during this time to put any questions you might have inside of the chat, because this will be very interactive. So you'll be able to ask any questions that you want as I'm going through, and I'll answer them as appropriately as I can when the timing is right. So how did I get started in travel? Well, I've actually been in travel about 19 years, going on 20 years now. And I actually got started in travel because of being in the sorority, being in college. You know how it is in college. Everybody wants to travel. And guys, you understand, y'all don't do too well when it comes to planning, especially last minute trips. And the ladies wanted to make sure that wherever we went, it was nice, it was set up properly, prices was right, things like that. So that's kind of how I got started in the whole aspect of booking trips for other people and things like that. Now, while I was doing it, I started to think, I said, man, I wonder if I can get paid, because in my old neighborhood, guess what? There is a stand-up commercial travel agency. So I said, you know what? I wonder if I can get paid for the work that I'm sitting here doing. And I found out that I could get paid. So I said, so why not get paid for the work that I'm doing? Nobody wants to do free labor. So I started to earn income from doing all the different trips and cruises and different things for friends, family, and just associates. I was getting recommended to all these different types of people. My passion behind travel grew just because I am a foodie, went to a culinary high school, culinary college, and I just enjoy everything about food. It's not foodie like, I just like to eat. I'm more of an Epicurean, and I like to enjoy food, but I like to learn where the food came from. Why are we eating it like this? Why was it cooked like that? So I love going to different places, learning about different cultures. And what better way to do it than traveling the world and actually meeting the people? And I also wanted to give people an opportunity to see the world and also be able to go ahead and expand their mind. And I wanted to help, as you can tell, I wanted to help people a lot. Show them how to create those memories that they never thought that they create. One of my first big trips I did with my family was a cruise, and then we did that in about, I want to say 2014, 2013, we did a really big cruise, and we had an amazing time. And I said, you know what? More people need to cruise. And that's how I got into cruising, because cruising is really fun because you get to travel so many different places, only have to unpack one time. Now, as I grew inside of the travel industry, I learned for myself that I really love training people inside of the travel world and the network marketing world. And I love helping people get started and have that success. So that is the whole purpose of you guys being here today, is to be able to learn how you can get that success in the travel industry. Now, some of you guys, I have spoken to you, some of you individually, and I do know that all of you have a passion for travel. You're looking for extra streams of income, and you're really excited about where travel is going right now. Now, yes, COVID was an issue. It slowed down travel, but it did not stop travel. Travel is the one thing that will always continue. We have been traveling since the dawn of time, and we will continue to travel until the sunset of time. So everybody is always going to be travel. Now, I'm gonna give you some of the questions that I normally get. I'm gonna go ahead and answer them. No, we do not get leads. I know a lot of places and a lot of people always asking me, well, do I get leads? Because you want to make it easier for you. But honestly, the only people who get leads are ambassadors. Now, I am the very first certified travel ambassador. And what this means is that I went ahead and pioneered this program. When I got started with this host agency, I went out there and I was actually teaching people. And I was helping them do things correctly. I was helping to show them how to launch their business, how to register with suppliers, how to stay compliant so they didn't lose their business or didn't lose their commission. So the company said, you know what, we really need to create a program because Tisha's not going to stop. So they created a program, and I was the very first ambassador inside this organization, and they've been around now for 30 years. Now we have a little over 100, little less than 200, and I've trained several of these ambassadors to become ambassadors. I've trained the trainers. I'm really into all of that. Now, when it comes down to getting those leads, I mean, some of those leads are great, but a lot of times these are just curious people. They're not really sure. They're on a website. They're just sending us information and hoping something happens. Well, I'd rather work from word of mouth, because come on, how many of you guys have gone out there and have gone to a restaurant, a movie, a barbershop, bought hair from someplace because of somebody else's recommendation. That's how I like to work. And that's where I get majority of my leads is from my fraternity, my sorority sisters, and they're recommending me to their people. And then I have repeat clients who share with other people. And that's how I get most of mine. And I like that better because I have a chance to actually build a rapport with them. And I already have their confidence because somebody they trusted is telling them to come work for me, not work for me, work with me. Sorry. So no, there's not a lot of leads. Do you get, another question that I tend to get is, do you need to get a certification in order to get into this business? The answer is no. You do not have to pay any hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get certified, to get training, to get anything like that in order to get started. Now, some people do have a background in hospitality, which I do, and some people don't. One of the great things you have here is you have the ability to get training that is free, that is on demand. And then for some of the suppliers, you know, they'll have their trainings during the day, but guess what? Majority of them are recorded. And sometimes we do training on site in various places around the world, and there is a fee, but guess what? This is a home-based business. So we all know what that means, right? So the training is not something that you have to be 100% on in order to start booking trips or to help people get started in this business. Now, what I truly love about that aspect is that you'll have access to me. And not only we have access to me, you have access to the rest of the team as well as my leadership. They're going to be there to help you, to guide you. We have people who are experts in cruises, groups, luxury, family trips, romance, weddings. So no matter what you're trying to do in this business, there's going to be somebody that you could talk to get some training. Now, I also have a lot of training as well as my leadership in our groups. So you don't even have to sometimes call us. We can just tell you where to go. You can watch the video, take your notes, and you will be great. Some of the other questions I get is, do I have to create a website? Guys, no. Websites are created for you on both sides of the business. You don't have to worry about that at all. They're updated for you. Everything is done for you. And that's what part of the $60 a month is covering, the upkeep and update of your website, access to all of the various trainings that we have, as well as all of the personnel you need to run your business that you're not going to have in your house. Some of the other questions I get is, do I have to grow a team? Answer is no, you do not have to, but understand there are two sides to the business. There's a travel side where you get paid only after they travel. And then there is the side where you help other people like I am trying to help you, and you'll get paid up to 6 different ways, right? You get paid 6 different streams of income that can come into your household, or you could do both and get 7 streams of income coming into your household. Guys, I don't know about you, 6 or 7 or 1, which sounds better? I went with 7 because I wanted to make sure that, you know, I wasn't going to leave any money on the table. Now, the other question, the part of that I get, will I be forced to grow a team? No, you are not forced to grow a team. We have you set it up. So, because eventually somebody's going to say, hey, what are you doing? How can I do what you do? When I got started, guys, I'll be very transparent. I did not want to grow a team. I was not looking forward to it. That was not on my agenda. I had it set up because I knew down the line I was going to do it. But you know what I said? You know what? I just want to book trips. I got trips I got to take care of. Well, guess what? I got started at the end of October. And by February, I was at the top of our leadership program. And all I did was share my enthusiasm, shared what I was learning. And I helped people who ended up wanting to help other people just like me. And it's been great so far. Some of the other questions that I get, how do I get paid? That is a big question, especially if you're really here to find that extra income. Well, guess what? How do you get paid? Easy. On the travel side, the commissions come in anywhere from 60 to 90 days after they have traveled. And on the marketing side, if you're helping people to help people to get them started, you can get paid either on the 1st, every Thursday, or the 10th of the month. Now, there are several different ways that you can get paid. And if you want to know more about that, go ahead and send me a message and I'll break that down for you a little bit deeper. Now, the other question is, when it comes to how do I get paid, they also want to know, well, where does the money go? Well, we have some amazing online bank systems that allow you to have the money deposited onto a bank card. And it is an international card. And that's very important because we're in 20 different countries. So because we're in 20 different countries, we had to make sure that we could pay everybody everywhere. And guys, let me tell you, it works. I've used my card in Dominican Republic. I've used it in Jamaica. I've used it in Mexico, and I've used it crisscrossing across the country. So it definitely works. Now, some of the other questions I get, because I'm just going to give you the questions, I'm going to tell you some of my story as we go on. Some of the other questions I get when people talk about this is like, you know, I heard that there are benefits to being a travel agent. there's benefits to every job that you have. Instead of 401ks and health and medical, we have ways for you to go to, say, Mexico, go do some site visits, learn all about these amazing hotels and resorts, or even on a cruise and learn about not just that cruise ship, but you'll learn about the entire cruise line for that company and so much more. And guess what happens? You get to do all of this for a discounted rate. Now, these are training opportunities. These are not vacations. These are training opportunities that are given to us so we can go take the photos, take the pictures, do the videos, and come back with real reviews so we can go back and give it to our clients and help them choose some of the places we've been to help them book trips so we can make the money. When it comes down to some of the other benefits, like, yes, being a home-based travel business and a marketing business, yes, there are tax benefits because it's a home-based business. Now, the best thing I could tell you about that is that you need to talk to a CPA, an accountant, or even you can actually Google it and find a lot of information about some of the tax benefits that could be afforded to you. Some of the other questions I get is, do you have to do this full-time in order to make full-time money? The answer is no. We have a lot of people who work this business on a part-time basis, meaning 15 to 30 hours a week, and they're making full-time income. Now, of course, you do need to be dedicated. You do need to sacrifice certain things, like maybe not binging TV and actually doing the training, maybe not going out with your friends all the time and, doing presentations, working with your leadership, doing some reading and things like that. But no, you can actually work part-time. We have a couple that was working about 40 to 50 hours a week. One of them still is, he's a federal police officer, and he could be on call at any time. They work this business on a part-time basis, and in 5 years, they're now making over $500,000, and they did this on a part-time basis. He was even able to retire his wife so she can come and, relax and then focus more on the travel side of the business. So you can work this business full-time, part-time. I have people on my team that work this at night. I have people that work this on the weekends. I have people that work this through small pockets of the day. You get to figure out what works for your schedule, and whatever you tell us, that's how we're going to try to work with you, because we game plan. So you're not going to join this business and be left alone unless you choose to be left, you want to be left alone. You're going to have me there to help you, guide you through the entire process. Now, understand, I have been with this particular organization going on 6 years now. And since I've been a part of it, and I've been a part of other network marketers, let me just tell you, this is not my first time at this rodeo. I've done travel, I've done health and wellness, I've done makeup, I've done bedroom candy. I've done all different types of companies and programs, but I've never been a part of a network marketing and a host agency that has actually been there for me. So it's not something where they're coming at you where, you need to make money, you need to grow. It's more of, what do you need? What are you doing wrong? What are you doing right? What can we enhance? Can you teach this? Can you show other people how to do this? People are actually here to help people increase their personal profit bottom line, as well as the company's bottom line. It's not just about what the company needs, it's what do you need? Because what is the point of having a business if your people are not happy and making money? Now, yes, you will be an independent contractor inside of this organization. This is a 1099. This is not a W-2, and there are no bosses, there are no supervisors, there are no leads. So there's nobody going to be checking on you. So one of the things that was really hard in the beginning, once I got real serious, was time management, because I was still working a full-time job. I was still active with my sorority. I still wanted to go out and hang out with my friends. But what I realized was that I had to give up certain things to get the things that I've wanted. So I may not have gone out to every single event and party and stuff like that. I may have stayed up later to finish training and certifications. I may, instead of taking my lunch to go talk to my coworkers, I might go read a book or watch a training video or use that time for one-on-one with my leadership. So it's all about your schedule and what you want to do. Now, some of the things that, people also are nervous about when getting started with a new business is the risks that come behind it. Now, understand, one of the great things about these organizations is the fact that they have set in place some things to help you feel a little bit more calm. Now, understand, starting a travel agency by yourself can cost you over $10,000. Just getting everything set up. By joining with a host agency, you kind of eliminate a lot of things, because you don't have to worry about applying and qualifying for an IATA number or a CLIA number. You don't need a website. We're going to give you the rapport that we have with all of our suppliers. You're going to get a 30-year representation with these suppliers that you already can just tap into. You don't have to worry about getting a business license. You don't have to worry about getting any kind of insurance. All you have to do is go ahead and come up with a name for your company. That's it. A name and an email. I do suggest coming up with a business email because you don't want all your business stuff coming to your normal email. And I learned that one late. That was something that I learned late and actually help people figure out now. But yeah, so, it's a lot easier, and it gets started. It's only $200 to get started. And this gives you two businesses, two 1099 businesses. So it's two separate organizations that are working together, and it's not a MLM scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme or anything like that. A pyramid scheme is basically where you're making more money from the from the creation of businesses versus the sales of products. Well, because we're two separate identities, two separate companies, one company's sole job is to create travel agencies. That is our job, and that's what we get paid for. The other one is just the book trips. So it'll never be a situation of a pyramid scheme. We're totally separate, finance is separate, everything. We also have the ability to, so when you get started, you have 30 days to test everything out. And if after 30 days you say, you know what, this is not for me, you can go ahead and quit your business and you'll get a refund. But let's be realistic about it. You start your job, it takes you more than 30 days to even figure out if you even like the people at your job. So how would you really know if you're going to be great at this business in 30 days? Most people will give their 9 to 5, 6 months to a year before making a decision to jump ship. Your business is going to take time to grow. It's not something that, you're going to get started and it's going to immediately bloom and you're going to have thousands and thousands of people in your business or anything like that. It's going to take time because first you have to get acclimated to exactly what you have in your hand. But we also have another thing that says, and I thought this was amazing, we have something that basically says that after working the business for a complete year and actually doing the trainings, doing the bookings, working towards the certifications and things like that, if you don't make more money than you invested, the company will actually work with you to pay you the difference. Now, it's either make more money or save, because once we get started, we're going to want to go ahead and start traveling and using some of our benefits to see the world and do our training. That's something that most network marketing, most companies, period, don't do. They don't give you the difference. Most companies say, so sorry, so sad, try again next year, And I really love that aspect of it. But what I really love on the travel side is the fact that they also give your clients a risk-free factor. So if you book something through our host agency, right, through your portal, and let's just say they find the exact same hotel, but it's cheaper and the value is exactly the same, they will actually meet it, beat it, or give them the difference in what they call their travel bucks. Now, understand, a lot of our suppliers have that as well, where if you find something, the exact same package, everything's apples for apples, and it's cheaper, they'll actually price match. So price matching is something that is real that we actually do. And that's something that feels really good for your clients. And we offer payment plans. I know that may not sound like something big, but guys, I talked to somebody in another host agency. They don't do payment plans. I said, how do you not have payment plans? I thought everyone did it. So that's something else that we have. Now, when it comes to the building side of the team, now, again, as I stated earlier, it is not a requirement to build, but it does make sense. Now, when you are on the building side, you do earn up to 6 streams of income from helping people get started, helping them to help people get started. Plus, we get residual income. Now, for those of you who don't know what residual income is getting paid multiple times over for doing something once. I'm still getting paid for the work I did in 2015, and we're now in 2021, guys. Then there's also the payment that you get for completing our leadership board. Once you get to the top of our leadership, you actually open up 3 more streams of income, which include a travel override for the work that your team does. Doesn't come out of their pockets, it's on top of it. You also get a 10% bonus on the matrix, doesn't come out their pockets as well. And then you also get a team bonus for building that the company gives you extra money for helping your team get larger and larger. Now, you're not doing any of this by yourself. You're not doing any of this alone. You'll have me, you'll have my leadership, you'll have the team helping you. And for those of you that are in the San Antonio, Dallas, Houston area, or even Austin, it's even better because you're local to me. So we can actually do more face-to-face meetups, longer trainings and stuff like that. Now, once you get to a certain level inside of our organization, On the marketing side, you start earning what we call leadership bonuses. We just call it leadership bonuses that range anywhere from extra $500 a month all the way up to $100,000 a month. There's 9 different levels. Now, if you want to know more about that, definitely hit me up and I'll break that down. Actually, I'll break all the money down specifically because I know on the financial side, a lot of people have a lot of different types of questions. You know, they want to know, do you make good money? Yes, you can make really good money from here if you're doing the work. It's not like a 9-to-5 job where you could just show up, sit at your desk, do nothing, and get a paycheck in 2 weeks. You actually have to work your business. And yes, it will be a struggle at first if you've never done network marketing, if you've never been in a travel business. It can be a struggle just because you have to get acclimated, you have to learn, and you have to get that self-confidence, but we're here for you. We're here for you, right? So after the leadership program, one of the things that we have that I absolutely love is that when you do hit that leadership board, guess what happens? You now have a program that is set up that if something happens to you and you're no longer here, all the money that you've been making in your business will be willed to your family. Most companies in almost every job, when you pass away, they stop the paychecks, they stop the money, and guess what? They find somebody else to fill it in. And for network marketing companies, guess what happens? The money goes now to the company. They take your money. They actually give you the ability to will not just the money, but the business to whoever you choose to give it to. And I think that's a great thing. Now, again, just to recap real quick, this business opportunity only costs $200. You have your own website that's going to be created for you, that'll be updated for you. You're going to have all access to training videos. You'll have live trainings. You'll have on-demand trainings. You have video live trainings. You have face-to-face trainings because we're starting to come back to face-to-face. You'll also have access to all of the benefits that come along with both sides of the businesses. You don't have to have any inventory in your house. I don't know about you guys, but I love that because you know what? I got tired of all that inventory sitting up in my house. It took me 6 years to get rid of one company's stuff because I couldn't get rid of it, you know, and you have access to so much more. Now, the reason why I like to share this opportunity, it's not because I'm just trying to build my team, trying to get to the next level or anything like that. I want people to find that success in their life. I want people to live the lives that they deserve and not the lives that society says that they need to have. I have watched people who have gone from living in their car to now living in amazing apartments and amazing homes. I've watched people who have started this business struggling with a car with no heat and no AC to now have 2 brand new cars, brand new house, and their kids are in college. And guess what? This business is paying for it. I have watched people who have used this business as a self-confidence builder and an esteem builder as they go through different things in life, like divorces and deaths and medical issues and stuff like that. I have seen people persevere because there's not just because this business was here, but because of the support that this business gives you. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but I am so ready to go ahead and get you started. And if you want to get started, all I need you to do is to go ahead and send me a message on Facebook. And if you do have my phone number, go ahead and send me a text message. And for those of you that don't remember my name is Tisha Lady on side of Facebook, LADI. You can send me a message and let me know that you are interested in learning more and how to get started. Because all you have to do is let me know. I'm going to send you the link and then just go through the process. We don't touch anybody's money. It all goes through the system. And once you get started, you'll have a welcome banner. You'll be welcomed by the entire team. And we'll go ahead and start to launch you inside of this organization. To get launched, it is in a big event that we can do live. We can do it online where we share this information with your friends and your family. And guys, don't be one of those people that want to learn everything before you tell anyone, because guess what? Everyone is going to go to somebody else because they don't know that you have this business and that you can help them. So guys, thank you for taking this time out of your Sunday. You could be anywhere else in the world. You could be doing anything else, whether you're watching this on Sunday, if you're watching this on the repeat. And I thank you for taking the time of being here. And I look forward to seeing your messages. Have a good